Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you the 5 mindset shifts you need to become unstoppable in your life. Before we dive into today's training, I want to offer you a free video training on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. You can grab it directly in the description box below and also on my website, heatherhakes.com. I just finished watching a new docu-series on Netflix called Owning Manhattan. And here's what I very intentionally watch: documentaries and videos on championship mindset and business moguls, and I want to learn from the best. But here's what I want to share with you. This new docu-series, Owning Manhattan, isn't like Selling Sunset, where it's literally all drama. This series is actually about luxury real estate sales in New York City. Ryan Serhant, his company Serhant, and his top selling agents. Here's what I love about Ryan. And by watching this docuseries, I really broke down and got to see what sets apart the 1%, those top elite, quote, successful person. What sets them apart from the everyday? And here's what I want you to know. When you apply these 5 mindset shifts, you too can become unstoppable. You can create whatever wealth, success, happiness, and whatever it is you seek in your life when you start doing things differently. Ryan is a media and business mogul. And here's the thing. He's been in the game for 15 years. So he has a lot of experience. He's reinvented himself. But here are the 5 things I learned from him that reminded me the power of mindset. And if Ryan can do this building his billion-dollar business, you can do this in your own life. Here is step number 1. Step number 1, and Ryan talked about this, and I've even seen it on his Instagram. He gets really clear about his future self, and he embodies that and acts as though he is that now. Let me break down why this is so important. Number 1, when you understand what you want to have, be, do, or experience in your life, there's a gap. There's a gap from where you are to where you want to be. And how you close that gap, as we learn in quantum physics through the observer effect, you literally can collapse time, because that is an illusion. Time is not linear. You can collapse time and create quantum leaps in your life when you change your vibration and your energy. So here's what Ryan did. He got really clear on his future self, owning his own firm, billion-dollar business, and he wants to be the number 1 in the world. But do you understand how he got clear in order to have that end result? So here's what I want you to do. Take a step back. Get really clear on something that you want in your life. If it's a financial dollar amount, what is that? If it's business success, what does that look like? If it's living in this new amazing home, where is that home? What does it look like? What are its features? If it's being a published author, whatever that end goal is, I want you to get really clear. And then what would your traits be? And this is exactly what I teach my one-on-one coaching clients, creating version 2.0. So Ryan got really clear on his future self, what that would look like. And he acts as that now, because here's the thing. When you start thinking like and have the emotions of that end result, and you are taking actions in alignment with that end result, this is the be, do, have principle. When you are being that future self and doing those aligned actions, you will have, for him, this billion-dollar business. So that is step number 1. Get clear. What is that future self? What are those goals, dreams, and aspirations you have? And now you need to start thinking, speaking, and acting like your future self now. Step number 2, this mindset shift to become unstoppable. You have to have clear written goals. Get them out of your head and onto pen and paper. This is something I've done for years. At the end of each year, in December of whatever year it is, I write out my manifesto for the upcoming year. I write out the things that I want to accomplish, places I want to go, things I want to do. I write them out, and then guess what? As those things transpire throughout the year, I use a green highlighter and I check it off, because what that does is it is ingraining in my subconscious mind that when I write things down, I achieve them. And here's a big one for this year. I'm so excited. It's been in the making for 3.5 years, but I wrote it in December of 2023. I wrote down, publish my second book. And then all of a sudden things have come into play really quickly and easily in the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to get this second book out this fall. That I know for sure. So step number 2 is the power of written goals. Write out that dollar amount, the financial success you wish to have. Write out the places you want to go. Write out that dream partner, their traits and the things you do. Write your goals down. Step number 3 in the mindset shift to be unstoppable is that you have to be resilient. Challenges and obstacles are inevitable in life, whether it's an athlete or a business guy, in relationships, in your finances, you are going to have challenges and obstacles. And if you aren't able to master your mindset and be resilient, that when you get knocked down, you get back up, that's what sets apart the 1% from the rest. The 1% are resilient. The 1% learn from it and they move forward. It's about failing forward and failing quickly. You have to have that resilient mindset. Now, here's how I've built my own resilient mindset, because what I refer to as entrepreneurship as personal development on steroids. I have trained my mind to get out of my comfort zone, to be okay with failure, to embrace it and go towards it through physical feats. So I am training my mindset muscle by getting out, and I've done triathlons and I've run a marathon, and I'm currently training for my biggest endurance feat yet. But I get out there because that is how I get through that internal resistance, the doubt, the fear, the not feeling like I want to. Those emotional states, if you can't overcome them, if you can't overcome the not feeling like it, you're never going to make forward progress in your life. So step number 3 is all about being resilient. Step number 4 in this mindset shift and how to become unstoppable is you have to persist. I have a sign and note on my desk that it says, energy and persistence conquer all things. Now, I think for me, having that persistence, that new perspective lens and shift was about being flexible in my approach. That if something didn't work, maybe I need to try it at a new angle. Maybe it's an inside job and I needed to have let go of fear, doubt, or worry and go and try that thing again with new energy. And let me just share, that's exactly what I did. Recently, I did a mindset masterclass, and from there, I was selling a 30-day mindset reset program. So I did the masterclass and not one person enrolled in my 30-day program. Not one person. But guess what? Once I did the masterclass, in the 7 days of that marketing campaign, I was in a lot of doubt and worry and that nobody was going to sign up. And as the days progressed, I felt more doubt and worry and nobody was going to sign up. So I knew, based on my energy, that nobody was going to sign up. And guess what? Nobody signed up. But I am resilient and I am persistent. So I waited 2 weeks, gave myself ample opportunity to brush that aside, try it again, this time with new energy, faith, conviction, and belief. I marketed the 30-day program again, and guess what? I had signups. That's why nothing in life is a strategy problem. It is a mindset problem. The only thing that changed between those 2 marketing campaigns was my internal state, my mindset, and my energy. So step number 4 is about persistence. Persist and keep going no matter what. The final step in this, the 5th mindset shift you need in order to become unstoppable, is be really clear on 2 things. Number 1, you have to have boundaries and setting those high standards. And here's what I've come to realize. If it's not adding to my life, I subtract it. But for Ryan in this docuseries, Owning Manhattan, he had very clear boundaries and very high standards. Number 1, for himself, but number 2, for his agents. And there was one agent in particular that was not living up to those expectations, and Ryan let him go. You have to have clear boundaries in your life. And maybe there's some people that you can't totally shut out, like family, but you can decide how much time you are spending with people. Realize there are people that are energy vampires and there are people that are adding to your life. I choose to spend my time and energy with those who are adding to my life, and I moved away from social circles and situations and environments that were no longer serving me. So get really clear on your standards, your minimum viable standards, and say no to anything that is not aligned. In summary, I want to provide these 5 mindset shifts you need to become unstoppable. And remember, I say this all the time. Knowledge alone is not power. Experiences, implementation is application. Apply these mindset shifts to your life in order for you to become unstoppable in your own. So number 1, get clear about those goals you want in that future version of you and embody that and act as it is now. Step number 2, have clear written goals. Step number 3, you have to be resilient. Step number 4, persist, keep going. And step number 5, have high standards and clear boundaries. I would love to hear from you. What were your key takeaways? What ahas or epiphanies did you have? And which of these, if not all, are you going to be implementing into your life? Comment down below. Thanks for tuning into today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.